Oke semuanya.
I think he actually picked up the gourd, right, like up against I think it was AP Bren, and then eventually in the
Yeah,
next game AP Bren adjusted, picked up the gourd from themselves. Great amount of
right.
slows that it can provide, especially in team fights, and the true damage too that it can provide for the team. So let's see if that's gonna be the final ban here, but they also have to take into consideration
Oh,
what
the
Boots
Nana.
will pick up here in his lane. Oh
The
yeah,
Nana gonna
rising
be the
pick
ban.
too, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So what will Boots pick up? Well, I think that they will last pick the Boots hero because the Ruby can also be picked up in that way. So maybe a mid laner here for Onic. Thinking Gord still for Suns.
Yeah.
Tadi kagak ngerti bahasa
Very
Inggris ya.
very strong hero in that lane. They pick up Vexana instead. All right. So there's the anti-team fight that they have because the Burning Splash wants to group up, so you want a hero that likes the enemies to group up, and that's definitely Vexana. And also, there's a lot of merit to that because Burning Splash, they're not looking to go for an assassin in this case. They're gonna be locked up with maybe a Brody or a Bruno. Actually, they don't have much choice here. So they don't have the golden choices anyways, and they go
Mm-hmm.
Diggy interestingly, so that they will have more
Oh,
team fight. But
Kamiko.
this man, Onic just makes this made this Vexana pickup even more of a good hero for them.
Boots.
Yeah. For
Okay.
Burnex Splash though, you did say that's gonna be team fights. The Diggy locked in here last to counter out, yes, the Ruby and the Barretts here. You got,
Yeah.
it's the Ruby.
Kayak lama banget
The main
anjing, banyak bacot.
comes, but if it
Langsung skip ya guys ya.
takes really
Ini kan masih
eventually.
0-0 nih. Kita skip.
That is currently picked. But let's head over to our very first matchup here for the very first time. We see Keyboy
Oke.
already going towards this side and just providing vision here for the side of Onyx. Looking here at what Burnix Splash needs to do. They want
Jadi
to
sini
go for team
Albert
fights.
make
Should
oh,
they
Albert
start it
ganti
out
cewek ya.
really early on, knowing that Onyx here has the answers. They got Keyboy here. They also got Boots here
Keyboy
for the
Ruby
mid
Rom.
game. So should they start to
Sansnya midnya
go for that early
Vexana.
game pressure here up against Onyx?
Bootsnya
Oh,
XP
definitely.
winner.
You cannot let go of the
Arlot.
pressure if you are Burning Splash
Akai.
because Onyx
Brody DG.
this thing can really smell some of the they're that kind of team where they can out macro you if they wanted to, so you have to keep your pressure up, and especially because you picked up the Brody anyway, so that's an early game hero. You want to really keep that in mind.
Oh, this is
Yuts.
something new. I actually
Wish,
haven't
wish,
seen the
wish, wish,
Arlot in
wish.
the XP lane.
Si
Both
Sansnya buang flicker ya?
it's not gonna be a very tanky diggy, right? Like
Udah
honestly,
buang
you are
flicker
able
cok.
to pick up the items.
Tadi harusnya sih bisa sih
Looking
mati
at
tuh
this,
kalau misalnya
it's
deket.
very new to me to see that the Arlot's gonna be
Bro,
in the XP
giginya juga
lane
udah flicker tuh.
as compared to the usual setups that we see in games of the future, where the Arlot is actually utilized to be in their own position.
Yeah, need some movements onto the bottom lane.
Ngerinya juga ya.
Though, trying to aid I'm your ATM in this spot because
Sama-sama udah level 4 nih. Goldnya juga beda, gak beda jauh ya. Tapi flashnya yang kayaknya unggul. Oh enggak.
And
Onik,
this is
onik,
the
onik,
awkward
onik.
spot as well for the Barretts in the jungle.
Onik
Sometimes
unggul
you're
sih.
way too fast
Enggak.
for the turtle. You're
Flash
looking
lebih unggul.
for a target for you to keep your stacks up.
Mereka
Sometimes you take
fokus
away
di
some
XP nih, harus XP.
from your XP laner, as we can see right now, but Onic is far too calculated. Sans, Boots, and Carry will have their level 4.
Nih ya guys ya, gue kasih tau nih.
Yeah,
Kalau memang kagak ada gangguan, kagak ada CC, pasti si Kairi dapet nih.
For the team fights that they're looking, it usually starts here at the turtle.
Mati first blood. Nah, Arlotnya salah masuk tuh.
And of course,
Dapat ini.
the first kill or the first blood rather for this game.
Di rusuh sih merahnya tuh.
Easy for Onic. You can see that I'm your
Tapi
ATM.
Kairinya belum retry tuh.
If you let go
Majuin aja.
of the pressure just a little bit,
Dapat
you're
gak?
gonna be poked down and
Enggak dapet cok.
does not secure
Astaga
the
Kairinya.
orange, but he did force the red.
Tadi kan kena CC ya mungkin ya. Jadi kagak dapet tuh.
Yeah. I mean that's big, right? Especially if you're taking in
Okay.
the objectives here. Looking at Onyx, apart
Gamenya.
from that, it's a great start for them. They got in that turn.
Di bawah.
They also got
Aman.
that pickoff, went to Boots. And looking at this lane, you did mention that there was some XP taken away, but kind of, it doesn't really matter right now because it seems like that Lapu Lapu on the bottom side seems to be dealing a whole lot of pressure here up against the Arlot here of ATM that's forced to actually back away.
No, interesting turn of events, but that means that onic will just lead by a significant amount in the early stage, like 3 minutes in with 1k. So it's quite pretty good.
Oke, kiboynya dapat tuh, dapat 2 tuh.
BJ's here.
Telan 1 doang bisa tuh Kai.
Yeah, KLBJ does.
Akainya aja.
Forces it out actually here. To let
Oh,
Onyx
mungkin
get away
si
from
Kairinya
trying
takut
to
nih
pick
siapa?
them off.
Ada
Maybe a
sneak
very
apa
calculated
digi.
one. Burnex Flash needed to back away from that one because
Bisa solo kill tuh di bawah tuh
that's
Woodsnya.
the second turtle of the game, and let's see how it will pan out here for Burn and Onyx.
Top lane is gonna be the target here for Kyrie. Or is he just farming? I guess he's just farming at this point. But he's always a threat. The big, bad dinosaur from Kyrie is just walking around and controlling this top part of the map. Onto the bot side, you can see the Lapu Lapu, you see Boots being more active now compared to eyeing your ATM, just cutting the waves because they know that they want to fight afterwards, want to fight around this turtle timing. And here we are, the turtle fight being started by onic. Kyrie holding
Turtle
on.
ya.
That's the
Harusnya sih
advantage
Kyrie
of
dapat
Reds.
nih.
Suns very aggressive
Harusnya ya
positioning.
kalau
So,
kagak ada.
if
Wih.
they put in the ultimate, they actually gonna get the
Oke,
third one.
digi.
The ultimate is gonna be there.
Oke,
Far too
oke,
late.
mati.
Down
Siapa dapat?
for the count. They want
Nah,
to
Kyrie-nya dapat.
dash
Rata.
and will secure
Rata.
the turtle.
Mati tuh, mati. Gak mungkin.
Another kill.
Ah, nice.
Another one. That's 3 kills going
Cuy.
in favor of Onic as
Mantap.
well as the Lord. My oh my, what a perfect team fight
Anjay.
of Onic Esports.
Mantap banget, Cok.
And they're gonna be controlling the lane even more right after taking 3 kills and
Ini midnya kalau udah bolong susah nih. Nih gue udah tahu ya skornya 2-0 guys. Cuman gue penasaran aja cara mainnya mereka gimana, Cok.
Staying in the Kramer's bush for now, but has to get out. And then, if you're gonna be looking at the farm, Thunderbelt already available for Albert with this go.
Ini XP-nya udah nuker nih sama goldnya. Awas.
Will not hit the ultimate for now. Gets out to safety.
Awas.
Now Miko has to flicker out. Rindo wants to fight for this one. Does have the heavy spin. And now damage output coming up from Owl. It might be enough for Boots. For now, it should not be. Eventually it is.
Awas.
Might be in trouble. Has to get out. And that's Onic actually losing Lapu Lapu out of nowhere.
Ngerinya, Cok. Anjing. Dapat nih bawahnya nih. Pecah bawahnya. Atas bawah udah pecah, Cok. Nice. Oh-nya mati, Cok. Dapat MM. Wah.
Second death on the Brody at 6 minutes. Not the best timing, not the best output.
Gila. Mereka N-nya berapa menit nih? 10 menit ya?
Unrelenting. Level 9, almost level 10. Still has the retribution. Wants to invade this time.
Cepet banget anjing.
Not let Rindo breathe and then Keyboard just dodge.
Gold mereka aja udah beda 3000, Cok.
Final slash, not a care in the world. Nonic are just tearing through in the early stage. Interestingly, the lead is just 3k at this point, so
Turtle-nya pasti dapat Kyrie nih. Kalau kagak ada CC, Cok. Berarti jangan sendiri sih kalau kata gue, Cok.
Using it so well. You see Sans as well trying to give the vision for the side of Onic here to make sure that Zeus in the bush, but right now
astaga,
ATM goes
Satya
in
mati.
for the final slash. Sans gonna get taken
Cepet.
down.
Ya
Keyboard
Allah.
gets tugged in there as Rindo gonna
Ya,
be able to pick up the
waduh,
retribution
kayaknya ada
and take in this last turtle of the
kesalahan.
game. Boots
Tapi
as
bisa
well
tuh
gonna
mati
be
tuh
able
O-nya.
to invade
Enggak.
Spider.
Alert
He's gonna
ya.
be able to sustain, but ATM
Mati.
is gonna fall there.
Ya Allah.
LBJ and the rest of
Astaga,
them
Albert
trying to
mati.
go in for the
Albert
punish
mati.
here for Onic,
Oh,
overstaying.
enggak.
Kyrie as well from the back
Ah,
line.
oke.
Owl will be able to get in
Ya.
that stun, but
Ya.
Kyrie gonna be able to get taken down there too.
Kok bisa ya?
Outplay getting tugged in by that,
Tadi kayaknya
that
kesalahannya
side
dari
and
siapa nih
really
tadi?
sealing the deal there.
Langsung enggak siapa?
Now Kyrie.
Tadi Arlotnya nyulik si Sans di. Tapi gak apa-apa. Gak ada perubahan yang signifikan kok. Goldnya masih beda 2000, Cok. Santai aja gak sih?
Potential. Then they are able to take out Kyrie, pushing up top, and even the bottom lane is a little bit controlled by Burnix Flash right now. So everything going in favor of Burnix Flash in the last 2 minutes of the game, and that means that Onic will now lose majority of their gold lead. In fact, at this point, it is almost nothing, right? So you can see the farm coming out from the Brody,
Tuh,
6K.
lihat tuh
while
itemnya tuh.
Albert is 6.3. So there's not much.
Oh, Arlotnya bikin
there's
tank
not
ya.
much difference between the two gold laners now.
Gak ada rasa sih sebenarnya.
Yeah. The difference is
Ini kalau kata gue ya, tadi Arlotnya harus bikin damage sih. Soalnya mereka kayak kurang damage gitu. Kalau mau harap si siapa? Valentinanya itu kayaknya agak lama sih. Late game juga itu belum cuman ngepok aja ya. Kagak ada burstnya dari mereka. Mereka yang sakit cuma Brody. Karena tadi si Miko ini siapa? DJ-nya ini bikin tank aja. Terus Arlotnya yang bikin damage. Itu bisa sih kalau by one sama si Boots tuh bisa 50-50 lah, harusnya bisa menang.
Try and retake it in. We have this first lord of the game, not yet the luminous one, but Burnex Splash already positioned
Brody-nya udah
themselves
sakit
here
juga nih.
to try and take it for themselves.
onic will still is leading for a little bit, and they're controlling the map. You can see some of the minions. They don't care about the bottom lane because it's like an even number of minions up there. Up top, they already pushed it, and now that means that they will try to start this. And Carry will have
Tahan.
stepping all of the bombs. Yeah,
Permainannya mereka ini
the time bombs.
He's able
from
to
the
kekir
sustain
dulu
that.
baru mau lord. Soalnya supaya apa? Minionnya masuk, pasti salah satu ada yang kill. Nah, Brody-nya pasti langsung clear mid tuh. Ya kan Kyrie-nya ngelord. Walau tadi harusnya beda berapa detik doang ya. Tapi bisa tuh harusnya ngelord. Lu lihat siapa? Damage ya lah. Kiboy. Aduh. Ots, Albert udah sakit. Duh, kagak fokus gua anjing tadi liatin tadi tuh.
That means Burnex Flash will not have the time's journey anymore. However, big pick off. Not gonna downplay that. Keyboy being taken out is definitely good for Burnex Flash. And look at Kyrie just going back to taking that orange buff. They want to fight. No Dig ultimate.
There's goes a final slash. Boots as well, taking a lot of the damage. Owl being able to free hit everybody. There's a shutdown onto Rid though. Albert on a killing spree.
Oke, aman, main tenang, santuy, kalem.
That is really bad for Burnex Flash losing two of their members.
Kenapa sih
It just proves to us that
MC-nya
Nico's ultimate
hilang
is
cok suaranya.
so important for the side
Si
of
cewek
Burnex
MC-nya
Flash.
hilang cok suaranya
Losing
anjing.
the time's journey means that onic will
Tapi
just
juga
fight
anjing.
even without having some of their other heroes. Like even without Keyboy at that point they will fight, but they did eventually have Keyboy. Onic just fighting too. Albert was very confident now, and the fact that they took
mainnya
out
mereka
Rico just a second before
tadi
the
harusnya
Keyboy
bisa main
went
rapi
into
sih,
the
cuman
red
mungkin mereka mau
threshold.
end
That's
cepet ya.
actually pretty good for Onic, and that means that Onic will now
Fokus 3 di bawah, lordnya masuk ke arah atas. Ya gitu ya.
they're taking back the control. They even forced some of the holy defenses already. That's bottom lane out. And
Ini
now,
si
they
freshman-nya
will just
boleh
go for
juga
the
cok.
invade.
Cuman mungkin ada beberapa mistik. Nah, salah nih. Udah kebuka cok apanya mereka. Nah.
The
Keyboy mati ya.
Keyboy has to get out.
Yalah.
Keyboy will be taken out for now.
Salah sih cok, tadi bikinnya padahal ultinya udah kebuka tuh. Apa sih Keyboy-nya maju gitu ya? Harusnya sabar dulu tuh. Majunya sama-sama ya. Ruby juga sih susah sih kalau banyak CC kayak mereka cok. Ada Arlot, ada Akai, tinggi juga. Valentinanya kalau skill 1 kan itu ya kasih agak itu bingung dikit. Kalian lihat tuh kan udah maju semuanya. Keyboardnya juga tadi maju, terus kena damage tarot sama CC, makanya dia kena damage cok. Oke, Kyrie-nya udah tebel nih. Sakit cok.
And Burnex Flash does not
Ambil
want to
midnya
gamble
dulu.
that fact. Eventually, the other members of onic will show themselves.
Ots, kalem.
At this point is too
Tetap
tight.
atasnya hancur.
They'll be pushing up top. finally finishing off that siege. Kyrie now picks up the radiant armor, which
Kairi,
is
pelan-pelan
gonna
Kairi.
make it difficult again for Burning Splash to deal the damage.
Kayaknya
For
udah ulti,
ATM,
udah ulti, udah
the
ulti.
flicker
Apa
final
cuy dia
slash,
ulti?
even
Supaya
after good
clear
angles,
minion ya.
Onic
Arlotnya
identifies
tadi.
that, gets out for now. Yeah, means that Onic, we're gonna be very happy about that. They're gonna take the
Sebenarnya main
buff.
kayak gini nih,
Given to Albert for now.
saya bisa
Has turned into,
cepat ya, bisa cepat
definitely
end ya.
a hyper
Cuman
carry at 13 minutes. Another Lord
si
Spartan
siapa?
Zeus.
Flashnya juga jago sih ngedefense. Mati tuh Arlotnya.
Positioning themselves. I'm ATM. Oh, look at that. Catching
Aduh,
two.
Kiboy.
But it becomes the divide, the time's
Kiboy-
journey. Kiboy gonna be
Kiboy
taking
salah
the
position
down,
mulu,
just
Cok.
like in the previous clash. Now they want to
Nah,
Back to
rata.
the backlines. Boots
Ya.
will be there. Even
Nah,
though
mati.
the Heavy Spinner
Ulnya
still
mati,
down,
ulnya.
Al is in trouble.
Ya,
Al
Albertnya
taken
juga
out.
mati, Cok.
Now onto the backlines.
Tapi
Al
tenang.
eventually
Si
taken
tebel-tebel
out
tuh.
LVJ. In comes the cavalry
Ya,
as Armor
Sansnya
18
nice.
plays by Sans.
3 lawan 2, Cok.
And Boots
3 lawan 3 ya?
staying in front.
Dapat nih harusnya.
Rindo will have to back down for
Itu
now.
si Rindo gak ada,
Onic
Akainya gak ada
be securing
retri,
this
Cok.
Lord.
Kairinya
If
juga
they're
gak ada
fast
retri.
enough,
Mati tuh.
know where Rindo
Nice.
is. He's gonna show himself. Miko taken out so easily by Boots and Sons. It's actually just the ultimate from the Vixana that finished it off. It's Sons just dipping his
Dapat sih
toes
Lordnya
back
nih.
to the Lord right now. Lord versus Lord action.
Harusnya
Suns
ini
take
Lordnya
it.
masuk N nih.
Onic are gonna be getting the second Lord of the game.
Lordnya masuk harusnya N ya.
As well.
Ini mereka menjalanin semua lane dulu
Slowly
nih.
inching their way towards the bottom lane for now. Kyrie will spot out an orange buff. Oh, yummy! More and more farm difference.
Hati-hati.
All the while, Albert
Tiginya
is,
nih sedikit
swaying
nyusahin,
for
Cok.
another buff. We'll get some farm. Heading into the top lane. And they will spot out the
Lordnya masuk sama minion tuh. Midnya belum mau dijalanin. Tunggu. Awalnya juga belum. Nanti kalian lihat ya, Lordnya lewat dari yang buff hijau tuh pasti di clear sama si Boots. Nah, benar kan? Benar, kalau lewat situ langsung di clear, Cok. Supaya masuknya sama. Nah, ini baru namanya 3 lane, guys. 3 lane-nya jalan. N. Gak mungkin enggak. Oh, enggak. Belum kayaknya ya, belum di N ya. Bisa terus N. Cuman kayaknya sebaiknya jangan maksa ya tadi. Disiplin, ya. Benar anjing.
Yeah, 7K lead here for Onic. They got those 2 inhibitor turrets over the top and the mid. You see the bombs being scattered out here by Miko, just to make sure that Onic does not have
Pelan-pelan aja
that
deh.
space. And right now, 16 minutes in, with that maybe like one more Lord take
Wih,
here for Onic.
Gila,
This could create
giginya.
so much pressure here.
Nah, maju. Mereka ambil bawah dulu nih, mereka ambil bawah dulu.
And
Jaringan.
boy going in for that
Tenang.
Tenang,
Dapat siapa? Ya, Albertnya mati ya. Astaga. Astaga, dipukul mundur, Cok. Onic, anjing. Onic. Waduh. Ya. Bentar. Kok mainnya kayak gitu, Cok? Minion.
And that means that Burning Splash could just go for the straight push. And we can see through the replay, right? See the final slash hitting.
Tuh, final. Tuh, Albertnya keculik duluan, Cok. Albertnya keculik duluan. Terus dari Kiboy sama si Sansnya kagak ada flicker, anjing. Oh, ada, Cok. Ada flicker, cuman dia kagak mau. Apalah dia, Cok. Tiba-tiba. Bentar, guys. Kayaknya di home-nya ngintot banget, Cok.
And Burnix Flash will only get a turret afterwards, but that's already massive. And this means that the game
Belum top
has,
frame sih.
Tipped its scales in favor of no one at this point. Well, technically speaking, it's still Onic like leading because of the inhibitors, but overall the momentum has shifted, and this will be an even game for now.
Yeah, the gold lead, right? Like it's going back and forth here between Burnex Flash and Onic, right? This is gonna be the second enhanced load here
Oh, udah mau habis nih.
Burnex Flash and Onic. It's already at half HP here.
Oke,
Rindo
pelan-pelan.
looking to take that in. KLVJ also has that Detona's welcome. Let's see if ATM will go in
Oke,
for that
oke,
final
oke,
splash.
oke.
He
Itu
gets tugged in here by
keculik siapa?
P-Boy,
Ya Allah.
gets in that
Tuh,
temple as well.
putam. Ya lah,
Lord's getting
kayaknya
a lot of
mati,
the
kayaknya
damage
mati.
here. The
Aduh.
Lord is still up for the
Tuh,
TP
Lordnya
here.
dapet.
Rindo
Tapi
picking
Sarata
that
tuh.
up for the
Bisa,
start of
bisa.
burn X splash. Everybody's
Mati.
moving low. A
Rata.
lot of flickers have been used
Mereka.
out. Onic wants to
Kelvinnya
commit
salam
to
aja.
this fight.
Aduh, pecah,
They're
Cok.
not gonna
Kagak ada
go for
mati
more. They
anjing.
got what they wanted, and they're still alive and kicking in this game. That's gonna be burn X splash, equalizing the gold right now. 54k for
Bisa ya
both
kagak ada
sides.
mati, Cok.
We have ourselves a game. And now onic are gonna be really scratching their heads over their plays that they were doing.
Lordnya udah
Burning
maju nih.
Slasher. With all of the members that they have right now, they're on fire. And at this point, it's their problem. Between carry versus the Brody, in the latter portions of the game, there's
Ini jujur aja Albertnya kayaknya salah posisi, Cok. Tadi. Jujur aja sih menurut gua Albertnya kayak
Yeah, and he kinda, if
salah
you
posisi
let
aja.
Lord
Mainnya
shift
udah
one
bagus, cuman
out
salah
for
posisi
the
aja
minute,
tuh.
You've seen that in the
It is
flashes, right?
Valentina.
Getting in that torn apart memories can even rip apart like the backlines here of onic.
That's
You
right.
see Miko laying out the bombs. The Lord's marching in. They should be able to get in this second inhibitor. The rest of the onic is just waiting in for that proper setup coming out from P-Boy. But right now they have to face this Lord knocking in the base of onic. That's gonna be the inhibitor down here. ATM gonna try to go in for that final slash. Not able to do so. Gets cancelled out by Kyrie. And they're gonna take what they can get right now as onic is able to melt down that Lord.
Nih mereka mainnya
Armor
apa ya?
P-Boy, very important
Pusing anjing.
against, I guess, Owl. All of the burst, so I think he's able to at least survive for now, but
Pelan-pelan.
that's scary.
Mati
The
tuh.
damage. Oh,
Itu mati. Valentina. Ya, anjing Valentina kok bisa sampai situ, Cok. Tapi Arlotnya ganti. Nice. O-nya dapat. Aduh. Ya Allah, Kibonya mati, Cok. Kok bisa gitu ya? O-nya kok jadi banget, Cok. O-nya anjing. Sakit banget, Cok. 2 stacknya bisa bunuh Kiboy anjing.
The dash camera from Kyrie's ultimate was dodged. And onic made a wonderful defense for sure. That's already started.
Kok iso ya?
Picking up Rindo,
Kok flashnya makin dominan anjing?
Forced with immortality, then eventually had a chance to get out, but onic had to lose Keyboy once again. 0-6 at this point. Like, he's landing good shots for sure, but the fact that they're really sacrificing so much just to get something out of Burning Slash is not a good sign, and onic are slowly losing their control of this game.
Wow. Yesterday games, I've seen very fast games, like probably
Bisa ya,
15
Cok.
minute tops and 17. Like today, for some reason
Ya, harusnya
today,
dapet sih
every single game
Lordnya.
I'm casting, I reached at least like one series
Kayak
that
gak
has
serius anjing.
20 plus minutes games, and it's gonna be here in this match between Burning Splash and
Posisi,
onic. And honestly,
aduh.
I am expecting that this is gonna be the case, right? Like 2 of the season teams, a lot of these stellar players come in and to play here for this first match of the day. And let's see, like it's
Ini
gonna be the
O-nya
momentum,
sakit
right,
sih.
for both
Kalau
onic
kata
and
gue yang
Burning Splash.
ngendong nih
Everything
O,
is
Cok.
in. It's gonna be big.
O-nya dari tadi mainnya bagus banget.
Purchased here, Wolf, and the Lord's gonna get tugged in here by Rindo. It's gonna be a big thing if onic gets
Bro,
this in.
O-nya udah sakit banget
I
cuman.
wonder what Suns is doing on the opposite end.
Albert,
Oh, they're going for the reset.
Albertnya sih udah bagus ya, cuman posisinya salah mulu, Cok.
Knows that he can
Ini udah benar
stand
nih.
by.
Tapi nanti dia maju sih tengah-tengah, Cok. Jangan gitu lah, Bert.
Damage. The Lord
Yeah.
hurts now.
Nah, Kyrie-nya, aduh, Kyrie-nya mati. Ada imu. Tapi mati sih, Mbak.
There's
Nice.
suppression. Kyrie with the time, the winter
Nice,
crown,
boots.
and
Oke, gak ada yang mati. Santai.
Calculated from both sides, but that actually is gonna cause Burning Splash, some of them to actually recall back to the base.
Yeah, but that's immortality and winter traction.
Sumpah, perangin aja sih itu. Mikonya kagak ada. Nah, salah maju. Aduh.
Man,
Ya,
really
Albert.
confident after that one.
Oke,
Okay, there is that final slash
Oke,
for
nggak apa-apa. Albertnya ada immortal.
Yes, the immortality.
Oke, boots. Nah, Arlotnya mati. Nice.
Gonna be able to tank
Cuma
up the
boots-nya
damage
mati,
here
boots-nya
from
mati.
Boots. A lot of
Tenang.
immortalities
Kiboy balik.
been
Lord dulu,
burned
Lord.
already as the rest of the team, it is gonna be a 1-for-9 exchange. Still, onic
Lord
gonna be
aja sih kalau
taking
kata
that
gue,
push
Cok.
off onto ATM, the one really setting up the place here for
Kayaknya ini
Flash.
langsung masuk N nih.
Oh,
Ayo mati tuh, mati Ridonya.
It's gonna be Rindo. Going in KVJ with the
Udah
flicker,
ulti ya?
wants to go
Siapa
for
nih
the
ult?
snipe,
Ya,
not
benar.
gonna find it.
Mereka nih udah
Now
posisi
Kyrie is
sekarat
just
nih.
gonna be controlling this
Bisa
lord.
aja sih
It's still
Kyrie,
pretty even.
Kyrie-nya
Rindo is
sekarat,
still
Cok.
working on it. And Kyrie's
Tapi
actually
5
pretty
bisa
low.
nih,
Think
5.
about it, but of
Nah,
course, this is
Boots
bad.
yang
It
maju.
comes Boots with the
Kyrie
Brave Sniper,
fokus
but the ultimate
Lord aja,
from
Kai.
Miki
Ya
stops
Allah.
this madness. Now Boots is gonna be taken out.
Kesalahan,
KVJ
kesalahan,
with the
kesalahan,
damage output
kesalahan.
enough for that. Sans wants to go for the
Kesalahan,
backlines.
kesalahan,
Actually
kesalahan,
gonna be
kesalahan.
Nosh. Nice play coming out from Owl. Instead
Eh.
of backing down, he flickered in, but the base.
Tuh, Albert anjing.
Oh, it was just a base.
The fuck?
Even
Eh.
I did not see that.
Anjing.
Nobody saw that from the side of Burnix Flash. Even I'm sure if not.
Sumpah, replaynya dong.
And just like that, we got hit. That's how impactful that play
Bentar,
was.
bentar. Nih, kalian lihat ulang guys,
Sans wants to go for the back.
Ini kan kita tadi posisinya kan lagi lord. Lagi
Lord.
lord. Albertnya turun ke bawah, konsil. Mereka lagi fokus di lord. Gua kagak lihat anjing, sumpah, Cok. Oke, Sansnya tunggu, Sansnya tahan mereka. Albert langsung end, Cok. Albert langsung end anjing. GG sih, GG. Habis ya?
That's how unbelievable.
01 ya, 01. Leh.
Shambles.
Kita lanjut game 2 ya, game 2. Game 2. Kita lihat game 2. Game 2 mana sih? Game 2 di mana anjing? Nah, Onic versus Burn Class. Kita langsung di ini aja ya, in game. Males, Cok, gue nonton grafik anjing. Kagak, sumpah kagak expect sih tadi di siapa tuh. Oke, Albert make Cloud. Albert Cloud, Sansnya masih Vixana, Kyrie, Guinevere, Keyboy masih sama. Guinevere. Oke, Keyboy. Bootsnya Yuzong ya. Rindo, Barat, Miko itu Nathan, Arlot, Valentin. Mikonya mati tuh.
Well, Miko is just being I think this just
Albert main ya.
to deal with the Rafaela, honestly. Keyboy is gonna mirror where Miko is and just poke him through. Although that's a Rafaela no matter what. So
Ada first blood ya tadi.
Oh, so this is
Keyboynya bunuh Owl ya?
Keyboy literally just went on to Owl.
Iya, Cok.
This is the
Keyboy
first
bunuh
blood.
Owlnya
We
anjing.
did not see it because we were low.
Untung banget sih.
And already there was one kill.
Tapi kan,
Onic.
iya untung banget, Cok. Untung
It's,
banget anjing.
That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt Radix Flash.
Untung sih kata gue, Cok.
Here I'm saying that this is such a good game for Burnix Flash because of their lineup, and then seeing those two, those plays coming out from Keyboy. Ooh.
Duh, Sansnya, awas Sansnya. Wait, flickernya ngedodge anjing.
Right, so I'm your
Mati Rido.
the count.
Rido.
Rindo
Aduh.
as well. Gotta be forced
Rido
out of that.
anjing. Salah yo, Rindo.
And Keyboy
Tapi sumpah,
is already almost level
tadi
4.
gila sih Sansnya.
So I'm offended is
Ini, Cok, refleksnya cepet banget anjing.
Kyrie, not a care in the world. They have zoned out the
Kagak usah
backers.
retry sih kalau
chance for
kata gua.
Flash to get into position. This is off of just
Bisa
Keyboy just
merahnya tuh.
getting the first blood.
Merahnya
Merahnya
diambil. Keyboy masih ini ganggu blunya. Valennya deh. Dapat ya. Udah retry santai dapat.
Getting a forced out. Nico is here. Yeah, I have to get out of this. Yeah, Keyboy is just too tanky. Keyboy is not having any problems at all. Just because of that first blood, it really changed.
8.000 sama 7.000, Cok. Beda 1.000-an, 1.500 anjing.
I'm not talking about boots, like actual, like complete boots. And level 4, the level 4 threat came in too early, and Miko could not keep up. Maybe 2-0 for Onic. Burn Express are looking to solve this. The real way for you to actually recover from this kind of deficit is to just make sure that you're farming. Right? Do not overrate.
Pelan-pelan,
Do not
pelan-pelan.
think
Astaga.
that kills will actually solve all your problems. You have to wait, and it's true that
Oke.
kills will give extra gold.
Belum
but
ulti kan mereka? Ya mereka berlima belum ulti, Cok.
you need
Sama-sama belum ulti
you
semuanya.
need more than that.
Ah, dia udah ulti.
And here they
Mati
go.
sih Rindonya. Rindonya. Skill 2, skill 2, skill 2. Nah, mati Rindo. Nice. Itu salahnya ya. Gua kasih tau kalian guys, kalau kalian main Barats ya, ultinya jangan ulti hero-hero montek atau hero CC, Cok. Percuma anjay. Lu lihat Rindonya tadi langsung mati loh. Udah Barats ulti kagak gerak. Ditambah Kiboy punya skill 2, mau geraknya gimana anjay. Mati tuh Miko. Aduh. Nice. Gila, Sansnya flicker langsung skill 2, Cok. Anjay. Gila. Oniknya bara banget, Cok. Malam ini anjing. Ini udah restream, Cok. Salah. Tapi GG sih. Si ATM ini dia masih pakai Arlot, Cok. Padahal kagak pengaruh anjing. Arlotnya parah sih kalau kata gue. Tenang, pelan-pelan.
Securing the hunter strike. They're not rushing the turtle this time. For now, I mean, because they're waiting for Kyrie. Burnix Flash, do they want to fight this? Level gap is just 1, right? So, seen things before.
Tenang.
But like you said, it's the siege that Burnix Flash really just specializes in with this composition. They're able to take the bottom lane, so that's a trade. That's something. Keyboy spots out KLVJ, immediately pops the ultimate, but the double dash coming out from KLVJ secures the escape. Keyboy doesn't have the ultimate anymore, so they get out.
Wait, Sansnya. Gila, Vixenanya sakit, Cok. Udah sakit lah. Wait, Kyrie.
Play an Aimer ATM, but that is an Arlet. Doesn't have the flicker.
ATM-nya nih mana dia main Arlotnya kurang sih menurut gua.
This 4.7k. Nathan is. Oh wow! I did not realize that was the disadvantage. And Owl. Well, this is not the end. Again, Owl. This Nathan is such a strong hero, even in the latter portions of the game. You just need to farm. You just need to be careful. You just have to be waiting. So. Up top, they will pop the
Ambil sih topnya. Topnya onic ya, astaga. Tapi di bawahnya ambil juga, di bawahnya diambil. Bawahnya enggak, Cok.
Great play actually for the double dash. Secures his turret. Now, mati sih. Nice. Lompatnya pas sih. Midnya jangan sampai dikasih, Cok. Kyrie-nya kagak ada. Kyrie kagak ada ini. I think the BK is back.
Yeah, there you go.
Sumpah.
Yeah, man, that was really tough. Yeah, looking at this, every time I come in, lots of things going on. But
Mati
si
si Burnnya mati. Nice. Tukar. Tukar mati tuh Mikonya. Mikonya. Tenang. 4-2 bisa. Mati. Owlnya mati guys. Nice. Kiboy. Nice. Kyrie. Pelan-pelan semuanya. Mati tuh ATM-nya. Nice. Kelvinnya ngapain, Cok? Sekarat gitu. Paksa anjing. Bodoh, Cok. Flashnya nih di game keduanya udah rada-rada anjing. Udah mulai rada-rada, Cok.
No Aimer ATM. Rindo is level 9. Kyrie is level 10. They don't have the enough resources to actually get in front of the Barretts, despite them having this Rafaela. So surely Burnix Flash will just back out.
Turtle-nya dapat. Diambil nih. Turtle pertama ya?
They get that
enggak, Cok. Turtle terakhir.
they look like they want more.
Atasnya pecah tuh. Nice.
While Burnix Flash are gonna be
Bawahnya pecah ya.
towards the bottom
Oh, enggak.
lane as well.
Iya.
Look at them just bodyguard window taking this purple buff.
Nathannya fokus push turret,
Purify
cok.
is available for Owl.
Ngeri sih.
Despite Kyrie just threatening for this one.
All.
Kyrie does some damage. So
Oh,
it does
all-nya
get
udah
purified,
brief, udah
but it comes Miko for the save.
Empat.
Purify has been used for this. So
Maju.
now
All-nya
he
mati.
has
All-nya mati.
the
Nice.
green light to go.
Nice, Miko mati. Miko
Clear
juga
for
mati.
takeoff, and Miko will want to
Gila.
go for more.
Sakit.
Oh, Miko taken out.
Udah retri,
Miko wants to go
santai.
for the fight.
Nah,
He's
itu
gonna
yang
be
gue bilang.
good
Nah,
to go.
rata
He's gonna be
mereka.
good to counterplay.
Mereka.
Is low, but
Atem.
still be taken out.
Atem.
KBJ with the play.
Ya,
Keyboy wants to
flicker.
flip his toes back to
Keyboy.
the fight. Very
Aduh.
tanky, catches free with the stun.
Sumpah, lumayan tebal ya mereka.
Onic, they don't have
Lumayan
that
tebal, cok.
more
Lumayan tebal
to
anjing.
say. Burning Splash wants to fight. No.
Lumayan tebal,
With
cok.
all due fairness,
fuck?
Burning Splash collects important kills, but onic are going to be securing that spot of the map, and that is 29,000 for onic, 24 for Burning Splash. At 9 minutes into this game, that is a lot.
Ngeri juga sih.
And
Dapat.
what is the response?
Aduh, karinya mati. Enggak. Tapi dapat. Orange-nya dapat. ATM-nya mati. Nice.
Was far too low,
Nice shot.
taken out. By the side of
ATM-nya
Onic.
terlalu ini anjing.
And everybody from Onic is just there in a snap. The response from Onic are very, very quick.
Dapat. Kagak mau ngelur ya. Kalau ATM-nya mati tuh. Dapat sih lordnya nih.
We go for the Lord fight now. Positioning Keyboy on the aggression onto the new bush. Spotted by Rindo.
Mati. Nice. Barasnya mau jalan kemana, cok? Baras mau jalan kemana? Barasnya mati anjing. Gak bisa main. Kyrie aja tadi gue pertama lihat Baras udah kagak terlalu masuk, cok. Kalau dapet hero CC mulu, kagak main gue bilang.
The boundaries of Onic and maybe even get to game number 3. No, it will not be the case for now because the lead from Onic is just too high. Even
Tapi ini kalau mau bilang
are just taken over the map. Keyboy
dari
finds LPJ actually
Aulnya sih
not
jago
at the
sih,
start for now, but
semua.
doesn't need it.
Cliff
Because
G-nya
Albert
juga.
as well as Kyrie will finish up the kill. Now
Aulnya
Albert in
mati.
trouble.
Gila,
Albert in
Albertnya udah
trouble.
sakit
Look at
banget,
Albert
cok.
just like that. Miko not in range to save his mate. And on Onic
Albertnya udah sakit banget
playing
anjing.
their 14th kill of the game at 11 minutes. 5-0 for Albert. And his reward is
Cuman baru boot sama Sansnya mati doang anjing.
or no.
Tapi Sans
Actually,
Albertnya kali ini ngegendong sih, bagus, cok.
steals that one,
Gue suka
but
sih Albert kali ini.
gonna be Onyx still
Kali ini Albert mainnya bagus. Rapih.
a little bit of mishap for Albert, but if you compare that to what they have right now, it's nothing at this point.
Masuk.
Holy defense pop
Pecah
in the
tuh,
mid,
pecah dulu, pecah.
surely gonna be in the bottom as well.
Lordnya masuk,
Lord
pecah bawah.
marching towards the
Pecah bawah,
bottom lane as well. Suns
Harusnya sih pecah bawah ya, harusnya pecah bawah.
Owl is in trouble, actually, has to get
Keyboy.
out. When it comes to push,
Enggak.
Keyboy just runs away from now. Onyx will just sound the retreat.
Mereka nge-dive-nya bagus sih, gue suka.
Onic right now.
Kalau siapa tim flash nih, mereka nge-defense-nya bagus, cok.
Really nice tries of taking in
Bawahnya
the
pecah,
towers.
bawahnya
They
pecah.
wanted
Kagak
to
mungkin,
create the
enggak.
space, but right now this is the time where the Claude is active. 505 for Albert here right now. Inhibitor on the bottom side is gone as well. And wow, all I can say is that
Gamenya harus
10K
pelan-pelan nih.
lead instantly for Onic.
Looking really dicey now for the side.
Udah ulti ya Keyboy?
Next flash.
Kok bisa?
Not looking good. Two.
Sansnya, di Sansnya.
Game three,
Sansnya di flicker,
That
di
was
apa?
a flicker of
Di
very quick
apa
one
nih?
back, and they will try to-
Si siapa
they will
ATM
be
tuh?
able to defend. That's
Gila,
the thing with
GG, Cok.
Burnix Flash's composition, BK.
Sansnya itu refleksi cepet banget anjing.
And here's
Di-
more. Seems like Albert is Albert is just too far. They can do that kind of play.
Gila,
He's
paling
actually-
kaya sih Albertnya. 11.000
Okay,
anjing.
so it's a full item and a half.
11.000
A full
cok
item
Albertnya
and one
anjing.
half of a lead. over his gold lane.
Mereka aja
Whew, that's gonna be
beda berapa tuh, Cok? 10 ribuan anjing. 11.000, Cok.
Solutions now for Burning Splash, but we'll see.
10.000 ya, 10.000.
Over ATM wants to go for the
Ngeri,
double
ngeri.
snags. That Vexana ultimate will be gone now. But final slash
Kalau kali
is,
ini gue bilang Albertnya ngegendong, Cok. Sumpah Albertnya jago.
low
Kali ini.
cooldown ultimate anyway, so that's gonna be
Ngeri habis, Cok.
not so much of a problem for Burning Splash. And Kyrie will just hold on to
Ambil
it
Lord.
for now. Keyboy also threatening. It's
Kalau
here ATM
ini harusnya sih dapat dapat Lord mereka, tapi kagak tahu. Banyak CC. Boots. Ya, bootsnya kagak gerak, Cok. Ya. Albert kalau mati rugi sih. Ya Allah. Rugi besar tuh. Gila.
with the punish once more against Onic. Kyrie too
Lah.
early. Okay.
Salah.
Took out I'm your ATM.
Salah banget, Cok. Sumpah. Itu salah banget, anjing.
And that is enough for Burning Splash to secure that. They took the Lord, they took 4 kills. And now Onic will have to wait for Boots, Keyboy. They don't have the best defense, right?
Tadi Kiboynya yang
This is
salah
the
masuk
comeback
tuh
that we're
baik-baik.
looking for from Burning
Terus
Splash.
bootsnya tadi ditelan juga sih. Albertnya sekarat juga.
Amazing plays.
Ini mainnya santai aja.
Amazing plays from Burning
Mereka
Splash.
sampai udah beda
This
2.000 doang,
now
anjing.
is,
Tadi beda
a good miss to the
11.000
back.
10.000-an, Cok.
You can activate the ultimate. This is
Albertnya
the power
mati
of
tuh,
the
jadi
team.
langsung
And then when you group up together as Onic, you
mereka
receive so much
kaya,
damage
Cok.
from the normal attacks
Tapi
from
midnya
Owl, so you
dipertahanin
cannot
tuh.
really just, stay in front of that hero.
Kagak lama sih.
And this is what we're saying about the potential
Tapi
for the
Lordnya
hero. That's why it's a
cepet.
very strong hero in the metagame right now.
Yujongnya
All of a sudden,
lompat.
the lead is erased. Only down now to 3k. I would assume that will be more
Ih, ngerinya.
because they are able to push. So, yeah, it's a lot of recovery that Burning Splash did. And now, again, just like game number 1, it's an even game.
Pelan.
Is going to happen now for Onic. They definitely cannot. Definitely have to respect the damage output of Owl. And with all due fairness, it was Boots that tried to find Owl, but he was punished because of the Purify. So
Kelihatan.
it's a very important battle spell to have. And I gotta say, at this point, with the 4 Protect 1 strat of Burnix Flash, they might have the advantage now. I think the solution now for Onic is to have someone.
Ini harusnya
else who's
Oniknya
purified
tadi
with
harusnya bisa, Cok. N-nya cepet tuh.
power. And then they,
Cuman tadi kesalahannya waktu di Lord aja tuh.
The complete converse of that is that Owl just have to reserve his Purify for Boots, right? So somebody has to force Owl's Purify and make sure that Boots will have
Ngeri.
eventually the
Sumpah,
right
Cok.
jump. Alright. All of a sudden, it's even. And Onic that started this game
Onik
with
mainnya juga
a massive amount of
main
lead
aman-aman aja nih.
have crumbled. And imagine, we mentioned that Owl is 1.5 item behind.
Sekarang
Now it's
wih,
just
sekarang
1,000,
Nathannya
which is, at
kaya
this
banget.
point, it's nothing.
Nathannya udah hampir
Right
sama
now,
sih
it's
sama si Claude, Cok.
really nothing at this point. There was a time where Nathan
GG sih.
was not as farmed as Albert, but even then the damage output was already really good. And this is what we've said about like the nature of a marksman versus the Nathan, because the Nathan, if he picks up the wind of nature, he is safe against the marksman, but other marksmen.
Pelan-pelan.
Facing up against the Nathan, they cannot pick the wind of nature. because
Carry-nya
the damage
carry-nya mau skill 2 doang.
Look at
Dapat.
how fast
Ah,
he's taking this. This is what we're talking about. The Lord
punya
slain
dapet, Cok.
easily
Kok
by
bisa ya?
Owl.
Gila, padahal
We talked
dua-duanya
about this during the draft, the siege should
ATM-nya
not
mati,
affect this from
ATM-nya mati.
ATM. Bad positioning.
ATM mati. Nice, Rindo.
They have control
Culik
of the
satu,
box.
Rindonya nice.
That should be 2. Keyboy wants to still fight this, but the big boss, Owl, the Nathan,
Let's
is
go.
already in here.
Lordnya dulu,
And they
clear.
have to respect that. You can see onic just clearing out the minion waves.
Gak nge-respect cok mereka ini. Tapi bisa tuh, bisa ditahan di atas tuh.
Bring out top lane. 20 seconds before Burnix Flash's members respawn.
Midnya dijalanin. Midnya pecah nih.
Respect that. Owl, look at that.
Mati, pecah.
It just do that like the ultimate.
Nice.
Is taken out in the middle.
Nice.
Top lane.
Nice. Rata.
Oh
Ya,
my goodness.
sans. Tapi mati. Mati si. Nah, kill PJ mati.
It's gonna go down anyways.
Mikoro,
Becomes I'm your ATM.
Miko.
Also,
ATM-nya bisa nahan nih.
and that
Mereka harusnya kayak mereka tunggu minion, maju. Kiboy. Tarik. Miss mulu, Cok. Ya. Kiboy low banget, Cok. Wah. Ya. Oke, santai. Miss. Kill satunya miss. Tahan.
And Sans pops the ultimate just for a warning shot against Burnix Flash.
Ih, sumpah. Terakhir miss banget ya. Semangatin dulu nggak sih?
Minutes in. Didn't really feel
Halo hitam.
output Kyrie.
Hitam anjing nama lu
How
bangsat.
fast they're taking the
Kagak mau ganti nama ya bang?
right?
Hehe.
And you don't even need boots or
Cuman
I'm not saying
restream
you're
bang.
a player, but you don't even need boots now for if you're Nathan. You have the Purify, you have the Rafaela to help you out. You also have your ultimate, right? So there's a lot of cleanse for this Nathan. Looking really good. This turned out to be a very close series for both onic and Burnix Flash.
Tenang. Santai guys, santai.
Here we go. Slowly waiting
Oke.
for something to happen. At this point, nobody can make the mistake. We also need the immortality. So a few minutes ago, Rindo lost his immortality as well as I'm your ATM. So I would hedge a bet at 23 minutes or 22. That is when Burnix Flash might feel confident to fight again because they have the immortality. But that means that they might have to.
Mereka semua udah 16.000 sama 17.000.
which
Masih
they
kalah sih Claude-nya sama si Nathan. Beda 1000-an ya.
And by the way, okay.
Siapa dapat? Nice, Albertnya dapat.
It's Albert. That's good for Albert for sure. Not in the sense that the Claude needs it.
Kalau
but
kata gua
taking it
Lordnya
away
nih
from the Nathan,
susah nih guys.
actually pretty good.
50-50 deh, tapi harusnya Kyrie-nya
Alphas is
dapat sih.
taking the orange buff. That is the power of the Nathan. And even Kyrie cannot stay in front of this Lord because if he gets hit by the plates you get from the Nathan. Oh, that's gonna
Oke, kita lihat siapa yang
I'll
dapat.
activate the ultimate actually. Wants to
Malah di ini cok,
defend top lane.
malah di apa?
They are
Reset, Cok,
learning
Lordnya,
the lesson
anjing.
of game number 1 where they lost because of a fat wave of minions. This is like Burnix Flash adjusting accordingly.
Eh.
They take it. Kyrie might be too soon, but the hook.
Oke, mati. Nice, ulnya mati. Nice. Dapat Rindonya mati. Mati. Satu Kelvnya salah maju tuh. Sumpah salah maju cok, magenya salah. Nice.
We talked about the fact that there has to be someone to take
Rata sih, win.
Wind of Nature's picked up. That's
Oh
it.
gila, onic cok, menggila anjay.
Number 2 and eventually the series troubleshooting
2-0 nih,
the
2-0.
side of onic.
Gelo, onic anjing.
We mentioned that it should be someone else to force the pure.
Kosong anjay.
And by then
Oke, guys.
should it be Kyrie, but
Ya
Kyrie
mungkin
gets
itu
it.
aja cok hari ini.
They beat
Besok
one
kita
game,
restream
they
ini
beat
ya.
one day. And
Apa RRQ ya guys ya, besok.
that's what he found.
Kalau kagak capek anjay.
Opening
Restream
on
Onic lawan Onic lagi RRQ lawan siapa tuh? Oke, RRQ lawan Desulf ya. Besok guys. Oke. Thank you guys semua yang udah nonton.